Hello out there, this is Cammie White and you're listening to Rushdown Radio.
Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of Rushdown Radio. I'm Anthony.
And I'm Michael.
And today,
The mix-up.
I don't trust you to say your name sometimes. Anyway, and today we have yet another show full of, I don't want to say bullshit, but we got a show today.
Is it blazing though?
It might be blazing, but we're gonna be in the courtroom a lot today. So, I'm sure this is a great day for all you Ace Attorney fans.
Right? Man, y'all are ready to like say objection and hold on and all the other stuff they say in that game.
But of course, Michael, what are you playing?
So I put that review out for the other game, Ultra Age. Did I talk about that last time?
No.
Okay.
Last time. It's been a while because
yes.
I had to deal with my wife's surgery.
I had to deal with
sick.
I got super sick.
so we've been away for a little while. So since then, you did do a review.
Yes, Ultra Age. So that game was, I looked at other reviews and people weren't really diving into the stuff that makes that game bad. I noticed. Like everyone's like, oh, it's a good game. It's cool. It's indie. It's, for slashy slash. I'm like, yeah, that's true. But like, there's some problems in the slashy slash. So I made sure I talked about that stuff. Very odd that nobody talked about the glaring issues.
Do you recall the last review you did of that werewolf game?
Uh-huh.
And how we talked about how I thought that game was awful.
Uh-huh.
And you say that, you sometimes go easy on indie developers because they're indie and they probably need the publicity more than the big names, which we bully.
Uh-huh.
I think that some people just may have taken that same approach.
But there were like, okay, the difference between the Wolf game and this is that there were no glaring like issues with progression. Like if your game is about gameplay, you can't have things that hinder gameplay. That's the thing.
That's true.
Like, okay, Devil May Cry. When you play Devil May Cry, in order to progress, you gotta keep using the orbs to like buy stuff. And as you buy more stuff, it becomes more expensive to buy stuff, right?
Right.
But at a certain point, you can reset and stuff like that. Can you reset in Devil May Cry?
I don't think you can. I'm not sure. I've never really tried to. But I'm going to say no.
But it's not game breaking if you don't get certain things, though.
Right, because if you didn't get a certain thing, you could always just go farm for orbs.
Yeah. Whereas with Ultra Age, you have to look for very, very specific items to increase, to put more equipment on you. And if you don't do that, well, you're screwed. Which I got screwed.
Oh.
And you can't go back and say, oh, I don't want this other junk. It's like, nope, you're stuck with it. And it's like a finite amount of this particular item in the game. You can't go farming for it.
Oh.
So that was the issue. On top of other things about that game that were weird. Like the what was it? The time mechanic that made no sense.
Well, if you'd like to learn more about this game and a more critical review, check out our YouTube channel.
Good plug. But yeah, so that game was I mean, I had fun. There was fun to be had, but there was a really hard time getting there. But yeah, I just noticed that my review was very vastly different than everybody else's.
Well, hey, it sometimes is like that. And that's a good thing because, the more opinions that are out there, the better.
Yeah, I just want people to know that that game was not all cracked up. It wasn't just this happy-go-lucky slash fast. It was a lot of different stuff involved in it. And I want people to know before they purchase them. But good thing enough, the game was only $30, so it's not a big investment.
All right. Sounds good.
Let's see. Of course, playing Tales of Arise.
Oh, of course.
Probably, just greatness. Just man, they put their whole foot in that game. So proud of them.
Same.
I think it's the first time I'm playing like an RPG that it's going to be this long that I'm not have to review, which is great. Because I think the last time I really had an RPG I really loved, it was Trails of Cold Steel 3 and 4 that I reviewed both those games. I had to like rush to beat those. Whereas this I could just kind of take my time. I ain't got to worry about being critical about everything. I ain't got to like look for stuff and like, analyze everything. I could just enjoy it, which is nice. I ain't gotta be critical ultra reviewer Michael. I ain't gotta be big bad gamer politics man. I can just be regular Michael.
Because who if you had to be?
I want to do a deep dive into this game so bad about the politics of this game. Because boy, oh boy, if you're black, you play this
Then
game.
what a game this is for
Ooh,
you.
man, it's like it's very like glaring. Like it's one of those games where it's like if you have a certain like perspective, it's gonna definitely change the way you play this game. Because other people I've seen say, "Oh, it's okay," or "Oh, it's not that big of a deal," or the racism isn't that big. But it's like very blatant if you're black. It's like I feel this.
It's amazing how differently we can see games from different perspectives and walks of life. But hey, remember, games aren't political.
This is not political.
Always remember that.
Which is weird. That game
Politics.
The whole game's political.
What?
Everything about the game's political. It's classism.
It's just about
racism,
being angry with each other.
Okay.
They're just having a lot of disagreements that have lasted for a long time.
Yikes. Yikes. That's how you see it.
Look, we all know that there's never been a political video game in the history of video games. Ever since Pong, there have been no politics in video games. We know this.
Sure.
These are facts.
Sure. We
We all know that.
Out of all the Fire Emblem games we done played,
Disagreements.
Just disagreements. just big disagrees.
They were just a couple groups of people who couldn't come to a amicable solution.
Wow.
So they were like, "All right, fine. We just gonna have to fight for it."
So it's not political?
What? No, I didn't vote for anybody in that game.
That's not. Wow. Okay. All right. What are you playing?
So of course I am also playing Tales.
But
I once again broke a personal rule of mine, and I'm once again glad I did so. So everybody who knows me knows I love Pokemon.
Dun, 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 dun.
So one thing I told myself I would never do is play some knockoff Pokemon clone.
Oh, which one you're playing?
Nexamon Extinction.
What? After you gave me all that shit about that game, now you playing Nexamon?
It was $10.
I don't care.
Yep.
You are such trash.
And you know what?
What?
You know what?
What?
Pretty good.
After all the grief you gave me, y'all don't understand. This man sat here for a good 20 minutes talking about berating me about why you want to play that garbage. Just play Pokemon.
Yeah.
The Pokemon's right there. Why play this game? Look how goofy this game look.
That's the past, man.
That's the past. Wow.
We all change and grow.
You are such trash.
Look, you can't blame me.
I can. You literally
for
sat
an
there.
uninformed opinion.
You do it all the time.
I educated
you do
myself.
it all the time.
I educated myself.
You were so.
And you know what? I am here to admit, I was misinformed.
You be shitting on all the Pokemon clones out there. Every single one of them.
That was the me of yesterday. The me of today is a better person.
Wow. The betrayal.
You
sat here and berated me for even thinking about even purchasing the game. You sat there and bought it yourself.
The me of today is much different than than the Anthony that you encountered. And so I am here of the Anthony of today that said Nexamon, not bad. Would I have paid $20, $30 for it?
I don't even care.
Not.
I don't even care. I don't even care. I don't care how much you pay for it. The fact that you've been playing it is the betrayal.
Do you feel betrayed?
Yes.
Why do you feel betrayed?
Because you berated me for even thinking about even having the audacity to even play it. That's what the betrayal comes in.
Would
you
like
just shitting on the game for the longest. What's the Nexamon? It looks stupid. What's that? That looks stupid. Just play Pokemon. That was you.
That was past me.
I don't care. That was you.
That was past me.
That
was me of yesterday. I feel as though, you're bringing anger to the wrong Anthony.
I'm bringing it to the Anthony. I don't care which version it is.
This is why we can't progress and grow as people. We continue to be held to the shackles of the past, and we can't move forward to the future.
You are garbage trash. I just want you to know that. You are garbage trash.
All I'm saying is that if we could just move forward, we could all be better. So go on, play Nexamon, man.
Now I was playing Nexamon. Before it was Nexamon's garbage. Why would you play that?
I was speaking from a place of misinformation.
No, you're speaking from a place of ignorance.
That works too. The me of the past was ignorant, uninformed, foolish even.
You said that just. I'm not surprised though. This is just your whole angle. Shit on something. You know it's so bad. Never forget the air fryer situation.
Okay, look, that has nothing to do with anything.
It's the same thing.
Look, I can't be a better person like you want me to be if you keep holding me to my mistakes.
Oh, wow. Look, I'll make you hold you accountable. That's a difference.
Wow.
That's a difference.
I feel shackled by the past.
That's what it should be.
I feel as though I can't show that I'm better if you keep thinking of me as a worse person. But you know what? That's fine. I am not responsible for your perception of me.
Wow. You're not. You're right. You are right. You are not responsible for your perception, but you are responsible for your own actions, though, and shitting on Nexamon on something you did.
Yes, did. Past tense. That was something I did, but not what I am doing.
Wow. You are garbage. Supervillain's a perfect name for you.
For what it's worth, it's a good game.
We're going to play Tam Tam now?
What is Tam Tam?
That other Pokemon game.
Isn't that the one that's like an MMO?
Yeah.
Maybe.
Now it's even maybe. Before it was, I ain't playing that garbage. I'll play Pokemon. Why would I play something that's not Pokemon, Michael? That's stupid.
Wow. Clearly, I am expanding my horizons. And my opinions changed.
Expanding your horizons.
And my opinions have
You
changed.
could have did that before. I said shit on
You
it.
know what? You're right. I could have. You're absolutely right.
So what are you going to do in the future now? You going to just shit on things first and then go later? Or are you going to actually learn from this?
I can't tell the future.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. Moving on. What we got? Let's talk about some stories. Can't see the future. But don't hold me to the past. Like, what is wrong with you?
I feel as though you're just holding me to a standard I can't live up to.
Wow. You have no standard at that point. Can't hold you accountable for the past. We can't hold you to your hope for the future. You can't see that far in the future. So it's like, what are you good about?
Living in the now, Mike.
Now, okay.
I am who I am right now.
Okay. All right. That's a eat, pray, love garbage. All right. What we got for stories? What's going on?
All right, let's start off with something small, something wholesome, something good. So, in case you all haven't seen the Project Eve trailer, in which case you absolutely should.
Yes, one of the highlights from the PlayStation. What was it? I almost called it the PlayStation Direct.
It might as well be.
It might as well be.
No, they call it the State of Play.
Yeah.
The PlayStation Direct had Project Eve. If you haven't seen the trailer, please go look. It looks amazing.
Yes.
It's part of one of Michael's favorite genres of game.
Yes.
Beautiful girl in danger has to fight for safety.
Yes. It's such a good genre.
And the CEO was so happy with the game's reception, he bought his entire team PS5s.
260 of them?
260 PS for context before tax, because I don't know what the taxes of China are.
No, I think it's Korea.
Korea. I don't know their tax situation.
It's still a lot of money though.
Right, I'm about to calculate how much. Yo, $130,000. This man was that. Look, and that's U.S. dollars. I don't know what that translates to Korea's currency.
I forgot what their currency is called.
I have no idea. I've never known. For all I've known, they've been called K dollars.
Not K dollars.
But he was just that happy with the reception that he was like, you know what? We did good. Everybody, you get a PS5. You get a PS5.
You get a whole
you get a
moment.
PS5. But my question, how the hell did you find that many?
Yeah.
What?
He got to hook up.
He has to. He's got to go. I know a guy.
I know a guy. He probably got a discount too, I think. I feel like he knows some retailer in Korea, like, specifically.
I mean, it wouldn't be unreasonable for him to have been like, hey, Sony, since we're making this game for you guys, I bet you just slide us some PS5 so we can play it.
That's true. He could have definitely did that through I think do they have a Sony? Oh, yeah, Sony, Southeast Asia, probably. It was person he probably went through.
Probably one like, look, the next tanker that brings us in the
drop.
next shipment, y'all got it. They probably didn't even announce that one. That was probably meant for the people, but he was like, come on, please. We did so good. look at these numbers. People love this game. And he's right. People do love this game.
I mean, it was an amazing trailer. Like, the game looks really pretty. The girl's very beautiful, and she's definitely in danger.
And the action?
Oh, the action's so good. I cannot wait.
I want this.
Yeah, I'm buying that. That's a day one buy for me.
Yes. So that's a wholesome story to start us off.
Good job, Shift Up. Is that the name of the company?
Is it?
I think it's Shift Up.
Man, if only other game companies could like give their employees something good for doing a good job.
You want them to actually care about their employees?
Hey, man, it's a crazy idea, but I'm just throwing it out there. Employees feeling appreciated. Imagine how many of them were happy to be like, hey, PS5, we want to play.
I mean, yeah, going home like, hey, dear, look what I got from work today. A PS5? Yes. Not her going in there trying to play God of War.
Yo.
Like, boot that up, babe.
Finally, I could play God of War at 60 frames per second.
Yeah.
Finally, I can play the game as it was intended.
Especially if it's like a small company. Only 250 people work there? Like, that's crazy.
Now imagine, they were able to get $130,000 to say to their employees that we appreciate you.
Yeah, that's really nice.
And yet, these multi-million-dollar companies can't even give their people a living wage?
Nah, like, what?
Wild.
You want to be able to afford living? That's not my job.
That's wild to me. Speaking of billionaires getting what they deserve or not, let's talk about Epic and Apple.
Yes.
Now, as we know, the court proceedings have, I don't want to say concluded, but we've come to a decision on the Apple Store and whether or not people should be able to make direct payments. So, Apple lost big because if you didn't know how the App Store worked before, if you wanted to make a payment, you had to do so through the Apple Store.
Yep.
And then they get their cut. So for Epic, you couldn't just pay Epic directly. You paid the Apple Store, and then the Apple Store paid Epic.
Yeah. Did it make like a little workaround to try to get the end game money?
Yes.
That was the whole kerfuffle in the first place?
And that's why they got kicked off the App Store for breaking contract.
Yep.
Now, what they thought was going to happen is the courtroom was going to be like, you know what, Epic and Tim Sweeney? You are absolutely correct. You are fighting for civil rights like you said you were on Twitter. And it's just amazing. The trailer you guys made was bomb. And you all win.
If only that was the way it was going to go down.
And then Tim Sweeney woke up and realized that he broke a contract, which in the corporate world is a stupid idea.
Yeah.
And thus, he had to pay Apple for damage. Well, not damages, but, for breaking contract.
Uh-huh.
So they've had to pay a large sum of money.
Oh.
I feel for them. And you know what? If it ended there, it'd have been like, well, that's that. But Apple said until the court proceedings have been exhausted, they are still not coming back. And this could take as long as 5 years.
Yep.
Now, I don't know who's playing Fortnite on the MacBook, on the iPad, on their iPhone, but I imagine that's still a pretty sizable chunk that they're missing out on. I can already imagine all the kids who used to be sitting in the back seat with their parents going like, "You ready to play the Fortnite?" And they, now they can't do that on their iPad.
Ooh, that child sounds deranged.
Well, that's how children sound to me. But now you can't do it there. You can't be in your college professor's classroom playing Fortnite with the mute button on as he gives a lecture.
Not you being specific.
You can't use your iPhone 13 to use your 120 hertz refresh rate on the Pro because the small one doesn't have it for some stupid reason.
Oh, that sounds very personal.
Sorry. iPhone 13 really upset me.
You're not even about to even buy one, though.
You know I keep up with these things.
I get that.
You know I keep up with these things.
I really do get this, but I don't see how this affects you, though.
You wouldn't understand.
I would understand.
I just want Apple to do better with the iPhone.
But you're not even going to buy one.
That's not the point, Michael.
You get upset about a product, you're not going to have any type of...
the point.
That is the point.
No, it's not.
Imagine getting mad about something
I want them to do good and provide proper competition so that other phones do better, so that I can benefit from that.
I guess it's a real roundabout way of saying you want them to do better.
I do want them to do better. They won't.
But they're not gonna buy one.
Anyway, beside the point.
Mm-hmm. Android user.
If it weren't for the fact that I know that you also use an Android, I'd feel attacked.
Do.
But anyway,
I think give me one of those that Galaxy flip in a minute. It's going down.
hey, you can play Fortnite on that.
Ew, why would I do that?
It's not the fact that you want to; it's the fact that you can, and iPhone users can't yet.
Yeah, I can't do it. Oh, my iPad is useless there for playing Fortnite. Oh,
So is mine.
dang!
Sucks.
It sucks to buy a thing you can't use and play Fortnite on.
What will we do without Fortnite on our Apple devices?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
What are we gonna do?
I can't even go to that exhibit now either.
Oh, you're right. Oh God.
Cluster fire. That was a mess.
Never was that a good idea.
That was a whole mess.
Never was that a good.
That was so stupid.
And you know what? I feel like they're dumb enough to make that mistake again.
I want to do like a Holocaust one next. Come on, I want you to really just really driving it home. Just really. Just
I mean, if we really just gonna do it, let's do it. Let's go ahead and do an exhibit on Native Americans.
Yes.
Let's go. Let's
do
go.
it.
Let's go full on ignorant.
Yes.
Let's go peak performative.
Peak performative. I'm down because it's already performative as it is. Like Epic isn't a company I look for like actual activism or actually giving a damn about people. They're trying to get money out of Apple for just something they're in the wrong.
Right. They hit Apple and then they were like, and then Apple hit back and then they were just like, I want you to pay us because Apple hit us. This is the classic case of two rights don't make a wrong if it was Billionaire Edition.
Basically. Oh well, poor Epic. They'll be fine. They still got that new engine they can rent to people.
Right?
So
Epic will be fine.
they will be okay.
And Apple will be just as fine. But, I mean, whatever, man. These are just billionaires fighting.
Right?
We're just here to watch them slaughter each other.
Pretty much.
Ugh, Tim Sweeney, you piece of garbage. Anyway, on to I don't want to say a more important matter, but I mean, it's more important than billionaires fighting. China has been really wilding lately.
Yeah, some of the stuff I'm like, what is going on in China?
So if you haven't heard about their whole deal, apparently you can only play for 3 hours a week on video games.
Yeah, they want productivity all around.
When I first heard about this, I thought this was like some kind of weird like joke or something. Like someone was putting this out on like The Onion or something.
Something about this just sound legit because China's definitely about hyper productivity and like not that communism. Wait, aren't they a communist country?
They are,
but they're still about like capitalism at the same time too, which is weird.
Yeah, it's 3 hours a week and 1 hour in the evening on Fridays, weekends, and public holidays.
Yikes! Imagine.
And this affects everybody who is under the age of 18.
Us for kids. Us so kids can get back to work and start learning how to do their ones and twos and history lessons and work.
It's not enough that they already have like this weird social point system where the more you do for your government, the higher up in the social standings you are or something like that.
God,
it's not enough that they do that.
Yeah.
But now they take one of the few, and of course they're like, we want to minimize the hold that people like Tencent have on the children. You don't. Why? You benefit from that.
They really do, honestly.
The Chinese government absolutely benefits from Tencent doing great.
They're doing a little too great.
Man, imagine punishing a company for being too good at what they do.
Because they want to make sure the little kids are doing well in school and stuff. So they want to make sure to minimize them actually having fun. So
I guess so, because wow. And this is weird because this is like the government really stepping into the household, like really stepping in.
Yeah.
This is something that I feel like parents should normally have some kind of control over, like, okay, 1 hour of gaming a night and blah, blah, blah. That's a parent thing that should happen.
It's on an individual basis versus it being like a macro level, like all you can't play more than an hour a day, like if you're under 18. Like that.
And I'm sure they have ways of monitoring that stuff.
I mean, if they catch you out playing more than an hour, man, you're just going to come to your house probably.
Ooh, man, that I would really like to know how they enforce that. I wonder if it's got something to do with their internet structure, because as you know, the Chinese internet is not the same as our internet.
Oh, of course not.
It's a totally different landscape. But I'm just really curious, man.
Poor children, like just being able to play with. I couldn't even imagine that, like that age between 10 and 18, having like an hour a night at the most. Like that's crazy.
And on top of that, they've also begun a widespread ban of effeminate men or femininity in men.
That's crazy talk.
And an example I saw was a League of Legends character who had long hair. He was kind of like showing off like some of his body, and he was like in a certain pose. I can't really describe the pose. It wasn't an effeminate pose. It was just a mildly flamboyant pose.
Okay.
So they made the hair short. They put him in super bulky armor.
Ugh.
And he was just standing as if he was like holding up a shield or something.
Boo. Boo.
And I don't know what this is supposed to accomplish. Like what possible reason outside of homophobia could you have to saying, nope, we are a mass for mass country now?
Not mass for mass country. It's weird because Asia as a whole has always been known for androgyny. Like that's been a part of their culture a lot of times.
And it's been pretty great, by the way.
I bet.
Whoa! Whoa! Where did that come from?
Where did that come from?
I was just saying that I agree with their androgyny.
You appreciate it a little too much.
Whoa! I am an ally here.
Are you an
of
ally?
Their expression?
Or are you a gluttonist?
I don't like the choices you've given me here.
I know,
but I will say that I am an ally.
Okay, let's just put ally with quotation marks.
As you were saying.
But yeah, like that whole like thing of androgyny has been really like, especially China of all places. Like I just find that weird.
I don't know if I would say that I'm looking to China for androgyny or anything like that. I don't know what I'm looking to China for, but that's not it. That's more of like a Korea or Japan or
but like
any other country in Asia, honestly.
There's like a lot of femboys in China though.
Mm.
Like that whole aspect of like putting on makeup and just having more feminine features in general is like a very Chinese thing.
I guess not anymore.
Like I remember I was watching the I don't know, it was like a documentary. It was like an expose about like beauty standards in China, and they definitely were saying like they like meant to be a little bit more like feminine and more like less rugged looking and stuff. And would like put on makeup and stuff. I'm like, okay, that's more femme. So I don't know. This is weird.
You don't say.
Yeah, because remember with what's his face for Shang-Chi kept saying he was ugly.
You're right.
They were saying, he looks ugly. He's like that stereotypical idea of what Americans think Chinese people look like, and that's not what we think we look like. I'm like, all right, guys, you got it.
What do they think they look like?
Not that. That's not considered beauty in China. He's considered ugly.
Well, I guess it's about to be because
he is more masculine looking.
Because, oh boy,
can't have no, characters like I don't know Vega or something. Beautiful men.
But man, that was such a strange left field decision. Like all this shit here, this gay shit here, we're done. All of that done. Out.
It's out of here.
Get some muscle mass.
Wow.
Wear some clothes.
Stop putting on
grow
makeup.
A beard.
Right? Not grow a beard.
Get in the lumberyard or something.
Lift some weights. That's crazy.
Objectify women.
Yikes. I don't know. This is how's it gonna affect like games coming forward? Like, it's just games that they produce over there. We're gonna like ban games that have feminine men. What's gonna be the real?
Well, as we know, they're pretty big on banning games anyway.
You're right. You are right.
So who knows what games are even coming in there? We probably don't know anybody out there who's playing Street Fighter V right now legally.
I mean, just imagine like KOF 15. Like that needs no Ash Crimson.
Oh, what a reality they mislead. Like no Ash Crimson?
He's banned.
Oof.
Andy Bogart banned.
Oof.
If you too pretty looking.
Oh, that's right. He is kind of pretty, isn't he?
Yes. Banned. Can't play him in China.
Street Fighter's banned because they got Vega. KOF's banned because they got Andy and Ash.
Mm-hmm.
Tekken is banned.
Yep.
Claudio.
Yep. Too pretty. Banned.
And he knows he's pretty.
Uh-huh. None of y'all can make it.
None.
Blaze Blue. Oh, that one dude with the what's his face?
Look, there's a lot of Blaze Blue characters, man. There's Amane.
Yep, that's the one.
There's Kohaku.
Banned.
Jin.
Banned. Too pretty. Get out of here. What are you trying to do?
What's this long hair? Hussy.
Look at these features. Why his face so slender? Bulk him up some. That's crazy though.
Man, Uni is this band too. Now that I'm thinking about it.
Oh, yeah.
There's a lot of games, man. We could be here all day.
We could, but yeah, China is on some other stuff right now. But what aren't they on other stuff though?
True. I feel like we're always when we talk about China, it's always because they off the perks or something.
It's usually something not that great. It's usually something negative when it comes to gaming.
I hope China gets their shit together.
Who knows?
I'm hoping, but I won't be surprised if they don't.
What we got next?
Let's see. We really shat on China, didn't we? Let's see. So, I don't know if anybody of you guys know, but do you all remember when Quantic Dream was accused of workplace abuse and sexual harassment?
Yep.
And David Cage's defense was that he worked with Elliot Page.
Yep. David Cage is like, oh God. He's a visionary.
Whew. And he worked with Elliot Page.
Yep.
So, of course, a lot of media outlets reported on this, but they targeted some French ones specifically, and one of them was Mediapart. Mediapart, of course, reported on the news. I would suppose it was pretty fair, even though David Cage said that they were done in bad faith, and they sued them. And Mediapart won.
Oh.
There was no defamation. The information, I guess, was accurate. I don't really know how that went.
So they basically reported what they were doing with the company. They're mad about them reporting that they did with the company.
Mm-hmm. And so they filed a lawsuit. And they won. Now, to be fair, there were some other media outlets they sued that I guess they were successful in, because all they said was they were successfully sued. I didn't see anything about a verdict or anything like that. But Mediapart got out. They won the case.
Good. That's crazy.
And I think this is important because whenever we see stuff like some media outlet putting out the quote-unquote defamation piece, and then these companies get all hurt about it, and they want to sue, I don't think they should get away with that.
No, not
That's
at
pretty
all.
trash.
That is trash.
That's incredibly trash of David Cage to even pull this crap. Why are you blaming them for you doing wrong and reporting it?
Because they're making sure other people know about it. They don't want people to know what they're doing.
Well, we know, and we know. What is it? The Streisand effect? Because that's what this has. Because now that people know that I didn't even know about this lawsuit. But now that I know about the lawsuit and we're telling you about it, I'm sure people are going to be like, oh, what did Quantic Dream do?
Yep.
And for people who don't know who Quantic Dream is, one, I wouldn't blame you. Two, they made such stellar games as Heavy Rain. They made some other game before it on PS2. I couldn't think of it. And Detroit Become Human.
Ah, yes.
Everybody loves Detroit Become Human.
Everybody loves that game. Who hasn't seen an Android story before about taking over society and blah, blah, blah existentialism?
Although I do struggle to call them games. Mostly because, I mean, they don't really want to call them games. They kind of want to call them experiences. David Cage is a game developer that wants to make movies.
Yeah, that's probably what it is.
Ah, there we go. Oh, I forgot this one too. Beyond Two Souls. That game sucked. I don't care if Elliot Page was in it. That game was trash. They also made Fahrenheit. Indigo Prophecy.
I've heard of that. I haven't heard of.
Apparently, it's the same game. That's weird.
That is
They're
weird.
going to be coming out with a game called. That's wrong. Oh, that's wrong. Except Indigo Prophecy.
I'm surprised he didn't bring up Elliot Page like recently about all this stuff, just to like, I don't know, save face. You know, it's like his favorite person in the world.
Even though Elliot Page is not very fond of him.
I'm pretty sure Elliot's like, oh my God, why did I make that game with him? I know he just said like, God damn it, that was not a good idea. But Elliot was younger then, so.
Yeah, Elliot was literally a completely different person back then.
Yeah, but now it's like, oh God, why?
I'm sure every time they hear the words David Cage, they just pinch the bridge of their nose, sigh, cringe, and just go, I was young and dumb.
Yep, literally. David Cage is garbage. Like that's just been the
He's pretty trash.
How you go sue somebody for saying what happened? That's like somebody be like, oh man, that happened. How dare you say what just happened? I was right there. I don't care. I'm suing you.
How dare you tell people the truth of the thing that I did?
Right?
How dare you do the thing? This isn't about me.
It's about
this
you.
is about you telling the truth.
That's wrong.
Stupid.
I hate it. And then it's like whenever it's like either companies don't like media companies don't say anything. It's like, oh, okay, y'all just out there caping for these companies. And then if they do, it's like, oh, look at you guys, you're being SJW now. I don't know. It's like they can't win for losing, honestly.
Speaking of SJWs, I found this on Eurogamer.
Ah, yes, the biggest SJW outlet out there,
next to Polygon.
Ah, yes.
But good for Mediapart. I'm actually pretty glad to hear this because that means journalism wins.
Finally.
Right, for once.
But I wonder if how this would have fared out if it was a bigger company.
Oh, man.
Because I don't think that David Cage's company is that huge to where they have, like, attorney ninjas at the beck and call.
Man, they made Detroit Become Human. I'm sure they're a giant company. They're a massive company.
I don't know.
They worked with Elliot Page.
I get that. I am well aware it's ingrained in my damn brain. But that doesn't mean they're making a whole bunch of money off this game.
Whoa. I don't think you heard
oh my God.
how big they actually are.
Okay.
They worked with Elliot Page.
I understand that. Shout out to Elliot Page. That does not change how much money they made, though.
I don't understand how you not... How is the math not mathing?
It never mathed to begin with. What we got next?
You sound so stressed.
I am.
You good?
Yes. I am fine.
Would you also like to work with Elliot Page?
Maybe. They seem cool.
They do seem pretty cool. I hope they're doing all right.
I hope so too.
Speaking of big companies, they slapped that subpoena on Bobby Kottick.
Yes. Oh, that was such a good. I heard that like, yes, God.
They finally got him. I played the clip and everything. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. For those who somehow don't know and listen to us on a regular basis, Bobby Kottick is the supervillain CEO of Activision Blizzard. He makes way too much money. He does next to nothing. He has been one of the biggest propagators of bad monetization for God knows how long. He treats his employees like garbage. I mean, they can't even buy anything from the in-company cafeteria that they have to buy things from.
We got you. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Sorry, I love that meme so much.
It's okay.
We
It's
got
all right.
you. That's how I feel. He needs to be subpoenaed a long time ago for other stuff.
It's fine. He really did. We should have been here a long time ago, but we're here now. But we're here now.
Did you hear about the other stuff happening with Activision Blizzard where they were intimidating people that were out there trying to actually like?
Oh, I heard about that.
Jeez, I'm like, y'all are just grimy.
The more they do, the worse they. If they would just sit down, shut up, and just act normal.
Act normal.
Just release games. At this point, you all just need to be quiet. This has gotten so bad that the executive producer of the Diablo remake was like, do what's morally right when you buy Diablo 2. Do what's morally right. He's telling people, look, if you don't support this, don't buy the game.
I gotta respect that.
Right?
Like,
because in cases like this, he should be trying to tell people, hey, buy this game. But he's like, look, do what's right. When you look at that,
right about it, just don't even buy it.
Right, and it's a tough sell because this is Diablo 2, and everybody's been waiting for it.
This is true,
but I wouldn't tell anybody to buy that right now.
It's coming from a really crap company that's doing terrible, heinous things to their employees.
We're not going to revisit that. If you would like to hear about the things they've done, you can look at our past episodes.
It's called the Activision Blizzard episode.
Yeah, it's pretty. Yeah, that's pretty apt.
Yep.
But today we are here to celebrate that there are finally consequences.
It took so long. I mean, progress takes a long time, but God, of all the times to finally get it, we finally got it here.
Yep.
It took them a 2-year investigation to get to this point.
But we here, man. we could see this man. Well, maybe not in jail because he's rich.
Nah, he's
But
super
we could
rich.
see him taking some sort of consequences.
He needs to like step down from the company first of all.
Man,
Like-
I'm waiting.
Like,
I'm
he's
waiting
just-
on that
I'm waiting for that email to come out.
because people have been falling like flies from
Yeah.
here.
I mean, it's for a good reason because there's so much corruption involved with that company. Them destroying documents and falsifying information and stuff.
And intimidation.
And it's, God, like this, we should be able to just play and make video games, not have to deal with this type of stuff. Like this is crazy.
And so now they pretty much better cooperate or else.
Yeah, didn't he release a statement or something saying we're
Yeah.
gonna cooperate with the authorities? Blah blah blah.
Yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah,
So we'll see how that goes.
I just want him to be on trial. I would love to see him on trial. And man, some good. You're gonna have a billion lawyers though.
Now, let's contextualize this though, because while this is great, this is awesome, this is also not about the victims, unfortunately.
Yeah,
This all came about because they were trying to figure out whether or not Kottick should have informed the investors before. That's what this is about. This isn't about just I hate to say it, but this was not brought about from the kindness of this from the authorities' hearts. This was the investor saying, you should have told us about this way earlier because you've known for a long time. So, with that in mind, I still hope that those victims find some sort of justice in this, because who knows what they're going to find. I'm sure there was a lot there. I'm sure Activision has just all types of skeletons in the closet, and I hope that he gets locked up.
find them all, bring them all out.
That's what I want. I want him to get locked up,
I would love for that to happen.
but I'll take him having to step down from the company.
yeah, the only problem is that even if he does step down, they're gonna probably still have like money coming in from them. They're gonna probably give him like a whole bunch of like stocks and stuff,
True.
and a severance package that don't make no sense.
It's hard to envision a future where Bobby Kottick doesn't get away with this with some sort of like profit.
Which is
Honestly,
crazy.
jail is the only thing that he deserves.
Yeah,
But who knows what'll happen.
he has enough money to buy his way out of jail though.
It's crazy that, he commits crimes and he doesn't pay for those crimes as the law intended. Almost as if the law system's corrupt or something.
What? Our justice system is flawless. What are you talking about? You sound silly. This ain't Gotham.
Flawless legal system. That's crazy. So now let's finish it off with the biggest topic of this week.
Woo!
The Nintendo Direct. Where I was once again wrong.
Shout out to me finding out about that leak early that day and knew I was going to bet on it.
Excuse me?
The leaks already came out that morning.
Wow. For context, for those of you who don't know, I was a person who would post,
A foul person.
wow, a slightly misguided person who would sometimes post what you would call cursed food images.
Y'all don't understand. That stuff was like disturbing.
Now, I said that if they showed Bayonetta 3 news, I would stop. And yeah, they showed Bayonetta 3 news. And now I'm hearing that Michael knew this whole goddamn time.
Mm-hmm. It was a whole leak that morning.
I was probably at work by then.
Yep. That and the Kirby thing leaked.
I'm glad I missed the Kirby one. That was a wonderful surprise. Love Kirby.
It looked good.
Kirby's the only perfect being in this world.
He's
Yep.
the best boy.
He is one of the few places I find happiness.
Look, I don't bet on things I'm not going to win in, okay?
I should have been suspicious when you said you'd bet on it,
You should have.
but I was so confident.
You were super confident. I was like, everybody make sure you take screenshots of this. Because you'll be the first one, like, delete. Like, what are you talking about? You would go like, everybody, like, what are you talking about? I ain't post that.
But that's fine. I said I would stop. And
I'm
I'm gonna
glad.
stop.
Because cursed food is like, why are you doing this to my soul? Like, that's just rude. Everybody loves food. And messing with food is like, why?
That's fine. There are more curses to put upon the world.
I could deal with the other ones. I can't deal with cursed food, though. That was the line. That was the line I couldn't deal with.
Anyway,
Like putting toothpaste on hot dogs, like stuff like that. Like, why?
that was pretty messed up.
Like, why are you doing this to food?
And honestly, the well was running a little dry, I must admit. People weren't being as cursed.
Because that stuff is cursed. Your whole, like, that's messing up your whole, like, equilibrium at that point.
other stuff people were doing was like, it was less about the cursed food and more about like, why would you do this? Like making that toilet sorbet.
Woo! Did you see that one where that woman made cotton candy out of her
Yes,
dryer?
yes, I did.
Oh my god!
And of course I posted it
Why would
because
you?
I wanted people to see the depths humanity is willing to go to for likes.
Yep.
I wanted people to see the horrors of the human condition, where a woman was willing to make cotton candy in her goddamn dryer and eat it.
Yep. She ate it too. I think the one with the toilet was the one that just like, okay, this is a bit much.
I don't think anyone will top the toilet one.
That was
I don't care how clean that toilet is.
Never.
I don't care if you bought that from Home Depot that day.
Nope.
That was wrong.
That was wrong on a lot of levels.
But this isn't about that.
It's not. It's about the
It's about Nintendo.
Yes.
All right, Michael. 3 things you loved about the Nintendo Direct. And
Let's
one thing
see.
you didn't.
One thing I didn't. Let's see. Of course, Bayonetta. That was like the highlight. What else did I like? Oh, the Arc Riser. I thought that was cool.
I'm gonna be that guy, right? I have no idea what that game is. I saw that and people messaged me like, "Oh my god, this
How do you
game
not know
is!"
about that?
And I'm like, "That is amazing." I am glad for you.
I'm waiting till it goes on sale. I'm not buying it now though.
I saw that and I was like, I'm sorry. I don't know what that is.
And the fact they announced 2 other directs, but I thought that was kind of cool.
Yeah, Animal Crossing folk and
The Smash community.
oh man,
We are going up. What is that? The 5th?
The 5th.
October? It's going down that day.
I believe that's a Tuesday.
Not going up on a Tuesday.
It's going up on a Tuesday, man.
Yeah, those are my favorites. The fact they added another 2 directs coming up, the Arc Riser thing, and well, the Sega Genesis thing was cool too. Cause I will play some Sega Genesis games and maybe some N64 stuff too, depending on what they got. I think they got Win Back. I don't know why everybody's excited about Win Back though.
I don't get it either.
Like I don't remember that game being that popular. Like of all the games to put on the N64 thingy, they put Win Back. But I guess. Now they put Quest 64 on it. I'm buying that because that game is trash, and I want to play it again.
Which one?
Quest 64, that horrible RPG.
Oh man, my bones just hurt when you said
My
that.
bones hurt.
I felt my bone marrow ache when you said that.
Look, that game is trash,
That game is filth.
and I want to play
And
it. Anyway.
they were so ready, but this is the future.
I want to play it anyway. I need to play Quest 64 again.
All right. One thing you didn't.
One thing I didn't like, the Mario announcement.
We'll circle back around to that because
Woo,
that's
Jesus.
that's a lot.
Yeah, we got a lot to say about. I got plenty to say about that stuff.
So unsurprisingly, I am definitely here for this Kirby game.
Of course, look at it.
I am here for the last of Kirby.
The Last of Kirby. That is so cute.
I am here for that. Post-apocalyptic Kirby game.
Did see that comment? Like
That's all me.
yeah. I mean, I want to play it too. Actually, I want to play a 3D Kirby because it'd be like side scrolling most of the time.
Yes, it is almost always been a side scroller except for like Kirby's Air Ride.
Oh, okay.
And I think Kirby 64. I didn't play Kirby 64, but traditionally it's a side scroller. Now, of course, I'm also here for Splatoon 3
Oh, you forgot about this Splatoon 3.
because I don't know when I played Splatoon 2 and I had fun until the elitists showed up.
They always come in some way somehow.
So that happened. Castlevania Advance, right?
That was unexpected.
I mean, it wasn't. There was so many leaks about this happening.
Was it?
Yeah, it got rated and everything. Like
Oh.
people, what was unexpected was that it was dropping the same day. People thought it was going to come out a little later or something, but
Mhm.
dropping that day, the joy I felt swell up in my heart as I play it even today. I was playing it a little before we even started recording. So happy with that. Love that. I want everybody to play that because those are 4 of the best Castlevania games you will ever play.
I did want to play the Summer Cruise game. I never got a
It's
chance.
amazing. It's great.
I know.
Aria of Sorrows. It's a game. It's great. Go ahead. It's only $20 for 4 games.
But I want to play all 4 of them though.
Well,
I'm putting them on my wish list and wait for it to get on sale.
you don't want to play Dracula X?
No.
Wow.
I don't.
That's crazy.
I really don't want to play Chocolate X.
That's crazy.
How's that crazy?
You don't want to play that whole collection? That whole collection is nothing but bangers, man.
I want to play the ones I didn't play.
You don't want to play Circle of the Moon? You don't want to play Harmony of Dissonance?
I play Harmony of Dissonance.
And?
I don't want to play it again.
But you want to play Quest 64 again.
That's different.
It's not.
That's way different.
One's a good game. One isn't.
It's not about being a good game or not. It's about the nostalgia, okay? Jesus. You know it tells all about nostalgia.
True. I suppose that is true.
I don't know. Especially not being a full adult playing that game. It's going to be funny as hell playing that shit.
Then, of course, I'm also here for that crazy-looking Monster Hunter expansion.
Oh, I forgot. That was the opening of the show, too.
Yes.
I forgot all about that.
The way you do a power move is showing this thing killing the Rathalos. I'm here for it. I want it.
Man,
I'm glad it's coming.
Capcom, like, we about to make all the money off this.
And they are. They absolutely are.
We ain't finna see no other games come out. No new IPs.
None. And I don't care.
It's about to be just Monster Hunter, Resident Evil.
Let me
That's
use
it.
my Akuma skin on whatever's going to be out there.
Not Akuma skin. You're not finna buy a Akuma skin. Don't do that.
It's not something you buy. You just play the game and earn it.
Is it free?
Yes.
Oh, I thought it was something you had to buy.
Oh, no.
You get the moves too?
Yeah, all that is in the game.
Oh, I didn't know. I'm not really privy
Yeah,
to
that whole trailer, that's all the stuff you get in the game with that whole skin. You
Oh.
just beat the monster, you get the skin.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Same with the Rush thing, same with the Okami thing. That's not extra money. Those
Oh,
are all
wow.
just events.
Good job. Must be because the game's doing so well.
Oh, that's just how it's always been.
I feel like they would make you pay otherwise, though.
I mean, you have to pay for the skin. I don't care.
I know you don't care. It's Akuma. Even if it's Akuma with the hair you hate.
Because I do hate that hair. Ooh, I hate that hair. But
his Lion King hair, as you called it. But don't worry, it's still Akuma.
it's
though.
free, though.
It's free.
I didn't pay for it. It's Akuma. I can tatsu these monsters. They're going to try and run up on me, and I'm going to have to EXDP. And I have that option.
Good job, Capcom coming out with like free DLC.
Now, here's a strange one I thought was, and maybe it's because I never played. I don't know if there's even been something like this before it. Why is everybody so excited for Chocobo GP?
It's Chocobos.
Excuse me.
You ever play Chocobo's Dungeon? Obviously not.
I feel like I'm missing something.
You
here.
are. Jesus.
Okay.
I'm buying that Chocobo game. I forgot all about that.
Whoa. I didn't know you felt so strongly about the Chocobos.
Look, if you play Chocobo's Dungeon, you understand.
I guess I never have. I didn't know.
Yes, Chocobo. We in there,
Chocobos done. Hey, I'm not saying this, but I just didn't understand the hype.
and we get to play a different summons too. Oh, it's rap.
I did see Gilgamesh there. He looked
Yes, Gilgamesh was on the cart.
Damn, and if I buy this, I might have to play him.
I mean, you can get dusted.
Michael, don't do this.
You can get dusted.
Don't do this,
You
Michael.
know I do the cart thing.
Don't do this,
I do
Michael.
the cart thing. Do not give me a kart racing game. I'm gonna play it.
No, I'm not gonna let you provoke me.
I'm gonna provoke you.
I'm not gonna let you.
I'm gonna provoke you. You can get
I
dusted.
have-
You can get dusted.
I'm not gonna let you do this to me.
I'm just telling you no.
We are going to move to talking
Just
about.
let me know you ready to get dusted. In a quarter mile, it could go down.
We're going to move on to talking about the Mario movie, where Chris Pratt is Mario.
The worst casting ever. You could have got anybody else.
Like the voice of Mario.
The literal voice of Mario.
Who's in the movie still.
Yep, as other characters.
You know what? That's probably the one thing that has been irritating me as I talk about this to people. I've been like, why is Chris Pratt Mario? Why don't you get the original person who's been doing Mario's voice? Well, he's in the movie, but he's not Mario.
He's not.
Why isn't he Mario?
He's not even one of the main characters. He's just doing miscellaneous characters.
Like, I don't care how much you love Chris Pratt. I don't care how much you love
Okay,
Parks
first of all,
and
why would you love Chris Pratt?
Well, these are for people who don't know why you shouldn't.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
I mean, we can get into why Chris Pratt's a shit person in the moment,
Ugh.
but I don't care how much you love him. I don't care how much you love Parks and Recreation. I don't care how much you love Guardians of the Galaxy. Show me a universe where Chris Pratt as Mario makes sense.
Like, of all the characters, the title character,
You couldn't find anybody else who was comically Italian.
There's plenty of people who are comically Italian. Danny DeVito is right there. He's still alive.
Oh my God, that would have been great.
If he was Mario, that would have been so funny. He's actually Italian, and he has everything you would need. He's already short. He can, like, as far as doing a voiceover and stuff like that, he has all of the necessary things you would need for a voiceover for Mario. It's right there. It's literally right there. They had the bag was right there. They fumbled it. Actually, a lot of casting is weird.
It was already enough that this was made by Illumination of all companies,
Right?
But Chris Pratt,
Like why?
now
What do you think about what's his face being Bowser though?
Jack Black being Bowser,
That's gonna be funny.
that's amazing.
That's gonna be funny.
That's so good. I don't know why they did that. That's a thing, right? I don't care if you go off the wall and you do something weird, right?
Mm-hmm.
But make it good.
Yeah,
Like Jack Black is Bowser?
that's gonna be hilarious.
That's amazing. If I'm going to see this movie, I'm going for that.
I don't know why they casted Kingo Michael Key as Toad, but I'm down.
I feel like, I don't know, man. I'd have taken a few other people other than him as Toad.
I mean, it's gonna be. I think it'll be pretty funny.
I expect great things from him being Toad. I want him to do good.
Old girl who's playing Peach, I don't care.
I don't even know who she is. Who is she?
I think that's the girl from that show about the chess and stuff, Queen's Gambit or something. I think that's her.
Never seen it.
Yeah.
I have no idea who she is, and I hope she does well.
I mean, it's not a hard role. Just be Peach.
Just be helpless.
Just be helpless. Just be dainty and feminine.
There you go.
That's
Charlie Day as Luigi.
That's funny, actually.
I'm here for that.
That's kind of funny.
That's a pretty great role.
But
now here's a Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong.
that was weird. I didn't get that.
Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong.
Yeah, that I don't get that one either. I just want to know who's in the
Seth
casting
Rogen?
offense is like, you know who we need to get? Seth Rogen. He should be Donkey Kong. Like, who was just sitting there like who?
Now, Seth Rogen?
Yeah, they decide that's what they want for Donkey Kong, which I don't get. I'm like, what?
I mean, I don't even know if that's funny or anything like that. Like, this isn't like the Chris Pratt thing where I'm like, ugh. It's just why.
It's more of a why for him.
And you know what? I'm sure he's going to do great. I'm sure he's going to be fine. But just why?
I don't know. But the Chris Pratt upsets me so much. That's just rude. Like,
Would you
why?
like to explain to the people why Chris Pratt as Mario is such a bad thing?
Why he's a bad person, or why it's a bad thing him being casted?
I mean, I'm saying it as the same thing. So why he's a bad person? Let's go.
Okay, so Chris Pratt is a part of this church who does conversion therapy, and yeah, he kind of like goes out of his way to talk about Christian beliefs and all that stuff, and they're really anti-gay and stuff. And then people are like, oh, that's just the church. It's not him, but he's associated with the church, and he's a part of it. That's bad. Conversion therapy is bad.
I really don't like this idea that you can support a thing but not have that thing represent you.
Exactly. Like, that's weird.
I don't get that. If it's not a part of your beliefs, why would you support it? And it's not like he stopped supporting it.
He hasn't stopped supporting it.
So, having a person like this as Mario is a little unsavory.
And then the whole fact that the original voice actor for Mario is being ousted from the role, yet still in the movie.
That's the most insulting part,
it's
right?
Super insulting.
You took the original and you still let him in the movie, just not as the role he's always been?
He's not even a title character. Maybe one thing like, okay, make him Luigi or something. Like, okay, fine. Or something. But they're like, oh, he's going to be miscellaneous characters. He's going to do miscellaneous voiceovers.
Now, of course, this isn't just Mario. I also don't know why they didn't take Luigi's voice actor and just make him Luigi.
Yeah, that
but
would make more sense.
At least they didn't make him a bit character later.
Yeah, that's so weird. I mean, I get why Hollywood they think it's gonna people are gonna want to see this movie because Chris Pratt's gonna be Mario. Like, who's saying that? Who's out like, you know what? I want that. I want Chris Pratt as my Mario.
Like, wouldn't it be funny if Chris Pratt was Mario?
I was thinking Chris Pratt as any other role in the movie but Mario, honestly.
I think I agree. I'd have taken him as any other role.
Like anything. He could, well, maybe not Luigi either.
I don't know. Maybe Toad?
If he was Toad, that would have been funny. I think him as Toad would be actually been funny.
I'd have been fine with that.
I would have been okay with that too. But this Mario thing, I mean, he doesn't even like, he's not,
I can't imagine him sounding great as an Italian.
oh God. What if he doesn't even do an Italian accent? What if he's just American accent? That's what I think they're gonna I think they're gonna just make them both like American sounding.
If Charlie Day does it, I think I'm gonna be fine with it because I mean it's Luigi. It's fine. Plus Charlie Day is funny.
Yeah, he is funny.
Chris Pratt. If I hear normal white man,
He's gonna hear Star-Lord.
He's
He's gonna hear Star-Lord.
If I hear normal male white man number 37 in my Mario,
Yep. That's what you're gonna get.
I feel like that was a little racist, but I want an Italian Mario. That's what I've been. That's what I've always had.
Either want an Italian Mario or the person who's done the voiceover all these years.
You know what? I would even take the type of Mario we got from the Mario cartoon, who was the other spectrum of Italian. That was straight up New York Mafia Italian.
You know, it would be really cute if they would have reprised the role from the original Mario movie. Those guys who played the live action role, had them play the actual like acting roles for this new movie.
Do you know?
That would have been cute, actually.
Do you know how in there I would have been? Do you understand?
That would have been a good
quickly
casting.
do you understand?
I wonder if that person's still alive today.
Let's see. Bob Hoskins was his name, I think.
I think so.
Is he? No, he passed in 2014.
Oh, okay. Well, he can't reprise his role then.
Well, that's a little sad.
That is.
Instead, we have Chris Pratt.
Boo!
We have such a wealth of Italian Americans as actors, and y'all chose Chris Pratt.
The most generic white man out there. The most flavorless white man out there. Just, Miyamoto was a little too happy. Like, oh, what's his name? Is so cool. Shut up, Miyamoto.
Right? Miyamoto's been full of shit for years now.
Right?
Like, the more I think about that quote of his that everybody loves to talk about, how if a game is rushed, it's bad forever, but if it's delayed, it becomes great or something.
Oh, yeah.
The more years go by, the more that quote is just full of shit.
I mean, it's going to get used way more now because a lot of delays are happening.
Yeah, and they don't always produce good games.
Yeah, that's true, too.
Like Star Fox Zero. Remember that? That's a trash game.
Let's just move on from that. That never happened.
Okay, fine. We can keep going on games that were delayed to hell and back, and then they were trash. Duke Nukem.
That was supposed to be garbage.
Aliens. What is it? Colonial Marines. There we go. Trash.
Can't forget that game.
Filth. Basura.
This movie, I'm more excited about the Sonic movie than I am about this Mario movie.
I'm excited about every other character but the title character
which is really messed up. He should be the one to be like, oh, man, it's going to be so cool.
I'm at the point where I hope we get a plot of Mario goes missing.
Not gonna be out the whole movie.
I'm ready for that plot. Because what are they gonna do for this movie anyway? What's the plot? I want to see a trailer. That's what I want. I want a trailer.
Oh God!
And maybe hey, that'll shut us up. Maybe Chris. I can't bring myself to say it. This is gonna be a shit show, and I kind of want to see how bad it is.
Man, I'm very excited for that Sonic movie now.
Oh, where Idris Elba is Knuckles?
You talking about great casting?
Let's go.
You talking about great casting? Let's talk about that.
Idris Elba as Knuckles. That's
go.
That's
too good.
It's so good. I want it.
You know, I'm proud of Sega because they did a better job of casting.
I want it.
You know, I don't know who's doing the voice for Tails.
I don't care. I think he's got his original voice actor.
Oh,
at least that's what it sounded like in the end of the movie.
Well, let me check really, really quick. Tails.
Man, who knew that we'd be back in the era where Sonic was beating up on Mario?
Sonic movie. Voice actors? Voice cast, okay. Eggman. Don't care about James Marsden, bland character. JoJo, new girlfriend. Roadhouse, Long Claw. I'm trying to wait. Where's Minivan? Every other character.
I think that they're gonna just use the character that we're used to. I'm not 100% sure. But if we're gonna go off the voice clip off the end of the movie at the after credits, I think we're gonna be fine as far as Tails. We're not gonna hear some like Elijah Wood as Tails or something like that.
Oh yeah, it was done person that. Oh yeah, what's her name? Colleen Villard.
Okay.
She's always done Tails' voice, so she's gonna do it again.
Good. Wow, that's crazy. The person who's been doing the voice all this time is doing the voice again. Wow. What a concept.
That's crazy.
Get somebody who knows the character like the back of their hand? Wow. Wild concept. That's crazy.
That's crazy. I can't stand shit. All right, so I guess we're at the end of the show where we get to a part where we sound off about something. So, you got anything you want to just get off your chest?
You know what? I'm gonna do what we were talking about earlier, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not gonna make it to a specific game. We're just gonna talk about all games. We're all gamers here.
Yes,
We love games, and you know we're usually in a pretty dedicated fan base for some games.
yes, we are. So,
I am going
worse.
to put this out there. Your favorite game is not the best game ever.
what?
Your favorite game is not the best game ever.
Blasphemy!
I promise it's not.
Blasphemy!
And you know what? This isn't directed to people who just want to peacefully love their game. I'm talking to people who get aggressive about getting you to play their game. This isn't like when I say play Hades, play Hollow Knight, play this game, play that game. Okay, I'm gonna do that, and at this point, it's because it's part of the charm of the show. At this point, but I'm never going to find you like on PSN or Xbox Live, like, notice you're not playing Hades, even though it's on Game Pass. That's crazy. That's wild. How about you play some Hades? How about you do that? I'm not gonna do that to you, but there are people who out there who will.
Yeah,
They will be. You can tell them, it's not my playstyle. Why not? It's the greatest game ever. How could it not be your playstyle? Something's wrong with you.
You need to put more context to this.
Fine, I didn't want to.
Come on,
Didn't
break it
want
out.
to.
Come on.
This was brought about by Final Fantasy 14 players.
Yes, all of you weirdos. Jesus, y'all
Look,
annoying.
I'm going to say this again. Final Fantasy 14 is not the greatest game of all time. Not everybody has to love it. Not everybody will love it. And you all are just going to have to accept that.
Man, they
Okay?
can't. They have a hard time accepting that.
There are a group of people like myself who don't like MMORPGs. Who are never going to like MMORPGs. And, there may be some exceptions, like Phantasy Star Online 2, okay? There are going to be those games that are going to be exceptions. But not everybody's going to love this game. Not everybody's going to love this Final Fantasy. This is not the greatest Final Fantasy ever.
Man, ask them. It's the best one that ever came out.
It's not. It's not.
The best villains, the best gameplay, the best storytelling, the best storyline, the best everything.
I don't care about British Final Fantasy. I don't. I truly don't. If you want to love that game, more power to you. I will never take away your love for the game. What I will take away is your ability to keep talking to me about it and trying to get me to play this game.
Man.
I have tried to play this game 3 separate times. 3, okay? And each time has failed. I have not gotten past maybe 4 hours each session, okay? I don't just say I don't like games after not playing them most of the time, okay? If I stand 10 toes on how much I hate a game, I've probably played it, okay?
Yeah.
Other times I'm talking shit, all right? But when I tell you I don't like games like Breath of the Wild, I played 20 hours of it on 3 separate occasions. I don't like that game. I tell you I'm not that big on Animal Crossing. I played 60 hours of that game. And you may say to yourself, well, if you play 60 hours of the game, how do you not like it?
Easy. Let me get that play for 6 hours. Like, man, I don't like this.
Right. You may not know if you'd like it right away. And, that should be something valid. If anything, if I've played it for 60 hours and I came out saying I didn't enjoy my time, you should find that more valid than the person who's played it for maybe an hour and said they didn't like it. I have experience. I can tell you specifically what I didn't like about it. I can tell you what just didn't draw me in.
I mean, just because you play a game for a long period of time does not mean you're having the best time. It made me point like, oh, this is fun. This is okay. It's enjoyable. It's a good pastime. But it's not saying, oh my God, I'm excited every time I play it.
Right. In my case, I wasn't even playing it for me at that point. I'm playing it for somebody else.
See, another motivation to keep playing. Yeah, I have a specific game which was Children of Vesperia. 44 hours of that game. Didn't like it. Only reason I even enjoyed a little bit of it is because it's a Tales game. So I'm going to have small enjoyments because it's a series I love anyway. But as a game by itself, I would never go back to that game again. I'm good.
There are games you can finish and then say to yourself, I just wish I didn't waste the time.
Yeah, that's the worst though. Not hate playing a game.
It happens.
It happens. It does.
And you just got to accept it. You don't do things like, you're really missing out, man.
God, the missing out thing.
Really missing out.
I hate that.
Really missing out on this gameplay. It's so good.
Oh my god. The missing out thing is just like, no, I'm not.
Oh my god, just play this game, please. Please.
I have a long list of games. I'm like, it just wasn't for me. What? That game's like God of War, the new one. I just wasn't feeling it. I don't like nothing about that game.
And you know what? There would have been a time where I would have been looking at you like, that's insane to me. That is wild that you don't like God of War. But as you keep playing games and you realize that not everybody plays the same games and thinks the same things, you got to just deal with that.
Yeah, I like my game a little prettier. He's kind of ugly. And that little boy, nah, I was out.
It's one thing to be confident in your game and be like, hey, I just really think that this is a game for you. And if it doesn't work out, you back off. Like,
yeah.
You know what?
Yes.
That's fine. Like what I told you, I think it was last episode about Rune Factory. He was real confident that I was going to like the game, and it turns out I did. Okay. But if I didn't, I doubt he would have pestered me about it further.
Yeah, like I stopped, like people, like my game I think I've done that with was probably on Tokyo Xanadu. I pestered her about that damn game.
You really did.
And everybody's a feel it. That's fine. Like, you know what? You didn't like it? That's cool.
Right. As long as you gave it an honest try, at least.
Yeah, if you gave it an honest try, like, this wasn't for me. You know what? Fine. I mean, I fucking absorbed that game. Like, I don't think I played a game where I've absorbed so thoroughly and emotionally since that game came out. It's a weird experience.
And the game I do that with, you would think is like the games I keep telling people to play, but it's this Gaia. I understand that I shouldn't probably advise this to everyone, but I will. I will tell everybody in my circle, hey, have you ever played this Gaia? But if you come back to me and says, this game is so fucking weird, what the fuck are you telling me to play? And you know what? I'll be, that's cool. I get it. It's a little much.
Speaking of this guy, you know the Macaque thing's coming out next year, right?
I'm aware. Are
you going to buy it?
Yes.
Better play it.
Oh my god, that's right. That's got that game you love so much in it.
Yep. I still own my copy too.
Oh my god,
dude, that game is hype. Have you ever got inside of a tank and shot somebody off a stage?
Michael, I told you I'm gonna buy it.
Yes,
I'm not even gonna try to get a review copy. I'm gonna buy it.
Good.
Okay.
Good. And you got extra content too.
All right, Michael. What we just did this. We just had this conversation.
But you love the series though. It's different.
Michael.
It's different.
Michael.
It's
Michael,
different.
Michael,
it's different.
Michael,
it's different.
Michael.
It's
different. It's not.
It's literally this Gaia.
Michael.
It's literally the same battle system.
Michael. We literally just had this conversation.
I don't care.
Minutes ago.
I don't care.
You are being toxic.
I don't care.
You are creating an environment that is so toxic.
Yes, I am. Play Makai Kingdom.
I will play Makai Kingdom, Michael.
That game is so stupid and fun. You like stupid and fun though.
I didn't say I didn't. I didn't say I wouldn't.
And
play it.
Zeta's right there.
Michael.
Evil Lord Zeta.
Michael. I have said already that I will play this game. I don't know why you're still trying to convince me to buy this game after I have just said I will buy this game. What else did you want from me?
I think you're gonna hush me, and I don't like that.
I'm trying to, because you are so aggressive about this.
Cause Makai Kingdom. I ain't like this for La Pucelle type, which is another game you should play.
Michael.
Yes.
I'm buying the game.
Okay.
You've achieved the goal. Okay.
I'm not achieved to. I see this in your actual Switch.
Y'all, I feel like I'm being held at some kind of gunpoint to buy this game.
It's literally this game. It's a game for you. It's literally you as a game.
Wait, no, La Pucelle Tactics is the one you always tried to bully me into playing. Makai Kingdom is a game I just was never able to get my hands on and wanted to play because Zeta got turned into a book.
Look, bad things happen to Zeta, okay?
I got the games mixed up. La Pucelle Tactics.
Okay, that's the one I believe.
That's the one you bullied me to. Makai Kingdom is one I've wanted to play anyway, but I've never had access to.
Yeah, because the only thing was on PS2 for like the longest.
Right.
Which was
so
stupid.
I was ready to play that because I love Zeta because he's in this guy, as you'd imagine.
Yeah.
And I'm like, Zeta's pretty cool.
Dude, the overlords are so stupid at that damn game. The whole game is like, why is this even a game?
Well, only thing I wish they would stop doing is packaging it with other mid games.
That's true.
Stop giving me one good game and one mid game.
Dude, like, yeah, we want both of these.
That's all I want. Just give me one that I want both the games on.
I guess hopefully it's gonna be cheap though. Please let it be cheap. Better be no $50 or nothing. That would suck.
I don't know. Right, I think this one is being put in with ZHP Unclosing Ranger versus Dark Death Evil Man.
Yeah.
That game was mid.
It was.
I remember that
I
game.
remember it too.
That game was so huff. Well, I don't know, man, because the collection one is going for $60.
What?
Yeah. I'm looking at it right now
Oh,
on GameStop's website.
Why?
Yeah, it's going for 60 whole dollary dues. Now, would I buy those old ass games for that much? Hell no. I'm gonna wait for that good old sale.
Look, sales be hidden. That's why I ain't buy a couple of games. I ain't buy that Saga Frontier remaster, and I didn't buy that Legend of Mana remaster. I need to go on sale.
Legend of Mana remaster. Oh, I get. If you get the physical version, that's what's 60. If you get the digital one, it's 40.
Okay, that's better.
At least that's what they got for Volume 1, which both those games are mid. I don't care what nobody say.
Which one was that? Was that the Phantom Brave one?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Both those games were mid.
Phantom Brave was very mid. I don't see what. Ugh.
Trash.
Ugh.
Basura. How did we get here?
We were talking about people being aggressive about games. I got aggressive about sale again.
Okay. Moral of the story, your game is not the best game on earth for everybody, okay? There is no one game for every one person. Relax.
Yeah.
All right.
Everything ain't for everybody. My favorite saying.
There you go.
Let's see. My sign off is for the tryhards who are talking about Tales of Arise.
Let's go.
So, of course, I'm in all the discourse when it comes to Tales of Arise lately because I'm just really embedded in that franchise and the community around it. And the annoyance I'm getting right now is the pro CP people and the anti CP people. There are a lot of pro CP people out there.
For people who don't know, CP is the point system that is tied to field action and healing.
Which is terrible.
Agreed.
Because some of those field take a lot of points. Like, remember I was playing earlier, I'm like, damn it, that's like 38.
Yep. To get to some items, you need to spend between 16 and 38 points that could also be used for healing.
Yes. I was just floundering in one boss fight.
Specifically healing, by the way.
But just healing and any stat boosts and stuff too.
Right.
Because I think steel takes 10.
Stupid.
Yeah, I hate that. I hate that pretty much anything white magic related is gonna take some of your CPOA. I'm not a fan of this system. I'm not a fan of it at all. But there are the tryhard. Like, it's been good for management. Other games didn't have any type of management system, so it was just pretty easy. Okay. Like, I don't know what you want. TP was stupid too. Glad TP was gone. TP was annoying. I don't have time to sit there and manage all these different meters and stuff. Like, just let me fight.
What they have there for management? AP.
Yeah, let me manage that.
You literally have AP right there for management.
Because I think a lot of people didn't like, but they thought Berseria was too easy.
And? Like, what?
Yes, that is the contention. That you just button mash. You just press the button. It's super easy with Velvet. I mean, I don't really care. Like, I had fun playing it. I don't know. I love that type of system for Tales games. So y'all can ever tell me like, it's stupid. No, I want that. I don't want TP anymore.
You are literally tied to the AP system.
Yeah,
you can't just keep acting.
You really can't. And they even made us aware if you use the same art over and over again, it's going to diminish in actual effectiveness. But yeah, now the tryhard this game isn't even that hard though. I'm like, dude, there are so many artificial things that make this game hard for no reason. One, money. You can't buy shit. You're broke.
Right.
all
I
the
don't know why
time.
monsters didn't drop money. Like
The
why?
Zoogles like, nah, Zoogles all broke. Y'all can't get none of the Zoogles. So you got that. Then the stuff in the game is super overpriced. $3,000 for an orange gel? That's never been a thing.
Yeah, because we never had CP sitting there.
Right? Like, I've never been in a tail game where an orange gel costs that much money.
Now, the only good thing about it is that they drop this stuff in the overworld pretty heavily.
Yeah, which is good.
So I've never been at the point where I'm like, I need more life bottles to buy. Like, because they drop so many of them. Especially if you do the side quests.
See, that's why I'm messing up. I ain't doing no side quests.
See, I'm doing as many side quests as possible, and I'm not hurting nearly as bad. It's probably where I got, like, the grinding from, too. Because a lot of the side quests are kill these Zoogles.
Yeah.
Collect these items from Zoogles and stuff like that.
Maybe we should start doing some side quests.
Maybe, man. I'll be every time I see one, I collect it, and I'll just do it.
I'm just like, I'm so tired of, like, fetch quests and, like, kill quests. Those are so boring to me.
Well, I mean, if you're going to do it while grinding, why not?
That makes sense. You know what? That makes a lot of sense. Probably should just incorporate that into my grinding schedule.
There you go.
Like, do some side quests and level up some. Don't they get you experience, too, when you do quests?
It gives you points that you can use for your emblems.
That's still useful because they don't give you no points. You need 10,000. No, you need 1,000 if it's one node. They give you like six and 7 per battle. Like, what?
But yeah,
the game's stingy.
People who are pro CP, I feel like they just want others to suffer.
Yeah,
they're sadists.
Don't get me started on the weirdo like Soulsborne game people playing this game too. It's a lot of them.
What?
Yes, this isn't even that hard of a game. You just gotta learn how to blah 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 blah.
Look, you adrenaline junkie. Not every game has to be hard. I don't know why people live in this world where every single game has to be difficult.
Yes, like stupid difficult. People going in, it's like, I'm putting on nightmare mode first time playing. Like, what? Like, why would you do that? Why would your first time playing a game be nightmare mode?
I don't get some people.
I don't either. It's like, and then they berate people for putting it on easy. Like, look, put it on easy if you want to. This game is not exactly that easy to play on normal.
Like, if you pay $60 for it, I don't care what you do in your house.
Right? If you want to put on easy, fine. Do it.
That's the crazy thing. People pay $60 for this game, and they got other people online telling them how to play it.
Yes. Plenty of them doing that. Annoyance. I'm just all
That's what
around.
I'm going to start telling people. You want me to play it this way? Hand me $60, and I'll play it your way.
Please, give me a PSN card. Now go back to the game. Give me a code. Drop me a code real quick. I'll play it whatever way you want me to play it. But yeah, I'm just annoyed with the tryhards and the obnoxious people at part. I've been talking about the Tales community a lot lately. I've noticed that a lot of my songs have been about the Tales community.
It's almost as if you don't like them.
So I'm on the fence about
Maybe you should distance yourself a little bit from them. Because let's go over the topics you've been over with the Tales community.
Oof.
Tryhards. People wanting features they don't actually want.
Dude, don't get me started on that multiplayer crap again. Oh my god.
People berating other people for having different favorite entries in the series. People being creepy with fan art.
Whoo! The fact that you remember all this stuff is which is why I'm glad Kasara is the new waifu and she's an adult. I'm so glad she's not a little child.
I wish you knew how much art I've seen of Kasara already.
That's good.
And my reactions have ranged from her butt is not that big to wow, that's it.
Butt's not that big. It's not. It's just a round butt.
Right, it's round. It's not big. But I don't care how hard she switches her hips.
Man, switching.
I don't care.
I wonder if they did like motion cap for her. They had to.
I don't know who they got for the mocap, but it's not a 1-to-1. It can't be. It cannot be. But yeah, maybe you should take a break from them.
They're everywhere though. Can't escape them.
You can.
Can't.
Facebook has one of the best social media features out there. The unfollow button.
I mean, yeah, I got some groups there too. I mean,
hey,
somebody put me in another Tales group too. I just remembered that.
You have the option to leave.
You
have the option to unfollow. You have the option to leave. You can silence them, Michael.
Maybe I should.
Just take a break. I'm not saying leave. take a break.
Because I'd be so...
Bring your mental peace back together.
I'd be real bad at that.
Center yourself. I do this many times in many communities, and I come back refreshed, feeling good, ready to chat, being among my peers.
Ready to engage.
Right, ready to until I'm not.
Until I'm not.
And there's some groups I'm never going to go back to and engage with because who knows where my mental peace will go from there. It's okay, man.
I found one cool person recently in the Tales fandom. Not really cool. I'm really close. Well, I don't want to say close, but like we chat a lot. It was when that whole thing with the shipment of the special edition came out. We both was like, "Oh man, the same problem." She's cool. Her name is Jackie Taylor on Twitter. Yeah, Cali Girl XOXO.
See,
shout out to her. She's cool.
See, there you go.
All we just talking about how cute Alphins is, and Shion being best girl. So that's fun.
Michael, don't. Okay.
You know how I feel about Shion.
I do.
You know that's my woman.
I do.
You know that's my girl.
Oh, I know.
You know that's my girl.
And you know what? That's fine. It's okay. Shion's fine.
I gotta take that. I'm glad you say fine and not like she's trash. Maybe you got more into the game and the story, now you understand her better.
Yeah, and I told you when I first told you my first impression. I just need to get to know her, but right now she was trash.
She had a reason to be.
Yes, and now I know the reason. And now she's fine.
People don't touch her. Consent is a real thing.
Wow. Okay.
Oh, yeah, we could have that conversation too.
And so we bring this episode to a close. Thank you all for listening, because if we keep going, this is going to spiral into something else. I hope you all had a great time. Follow us on our socials. Follow us on our Facebook page. Check out our YouTube page where Michael has put out a review recently, as we said earlier. Check us out on all the big streaming sites: Spotify, Apple Music, iHeartRadio, some weird site you've probably never heard of. We're on all that stuff. And of course, check out our website, rushdownradio.net, for any new gaming news and other editorials. And with that, we will see you later.